Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about is ChatGPT a cybersecurity risk? Now, if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, it's the latest AI bot to make it on the market. Released in November of 2022 by OpenAI, ChatGPT is proving how far AI can currently work, and it's been allowed for free release, at least temporarily. Now, if you haven't been hiding in a cave, you ought to realize that chatbots overall have been on the internet for quite a while. We see chatbots when we visit specific websites asking you if you want to be contacted by a customer representative, if you want to accept cookies, or just interacting with different questions you may have about a specific company when you visit a website. Well, ChatGPT seems or wants to take that to the next level, giving customers or consumers more of an interactive experience when they deal with customer service themed chat bots. Now, when it comes to Chat GPT, since it's a more, I guess, robust AI is the best term to use, there are many things that can happen. As, of course, as AI interfaces increase throughout the years. So I think we need to take a look at some of the different threats that could be or that can occur because of chatbot AI. And to give it a little bit more further description about chatbot AI is we're not in general, but especially with Chat GPT, it's just a simple fact that it is supposed to help solve the Turing equation, which is how will a human know that it's talking to a machine, which is Alan Turing's whole concept when he created, I guess, computers. Well, not computers, but interactive computers about 50 or 60 years ago. So let's look how they can be a threat, meaning Chat GPT in particular. So number one, you have to look at all of the phishing schemes that are going on out there. Now, I've said it multiple times, but cybersecurity is a human problem. That means that criminals aren't going after your devices, they're going after you because it's easier to trick a human into giving up personal information than it is to try to break in to a variety of smartphones, tablets, and computers. So, an example of phishing in regular instances is that a cyber criminal will sit down and think, how can I trick Jane or John Q into clicking onto this link? Now, with a service like ChatGPT, it's just a simple matter of feeding what you want in with the ChatGPT AI, and it will come up with a very detailed answer of what things you need to do in order to create the perfect phishing email. Not saying that that's been done by ChatGPT, but with other chatbot services, it definitely has been the case. So, with Chatbot GPT, as far as phishing, there are a variety of things that can occur when you feed information into Chatbot or ChatGPT, and you get the results of, I love the pause, but yeah, impersonating employees. So let's say that you, as a criminal, are going in and looking at a particular employee at a company, someone who's high up or someone that you know has access to sensitive information. So you could do a little research on this person by going to Google and finding what you need to find, feed that information into Chat GPT, and you can definitely impersonate employees. That's not to say it hasn't happened, because it has. Because there's a variety of instances where employees have been tricked by AI or just by a simple criminal by the information that comes into their inbox or a message or even phone call. Because it's not that Chat GPT is going to be the one that is going to call in as an AI. To give you a little further information about that, when we talk about artificial intelligence, we don't mean something that is self-aware, which is completely different than what ChatGPT does. ChatGPT as an AI is able to take the information that is fed to it able to search the internet, minus websites as far as the information is concerned, and bring back results in a manner that is either simple or complex, depending on what type of query you make in order to give you answers. It's not going to react in a way, not at this point, where Chat GPT will just call up a workplace and then just go through a whole conversation. A lot of it has to deal with the information that humans are feeding to Chat GPT, but the outcoming results definitely could trick an employee into thinking that a higher up or someone is someone in the company is talking to them. Now, the next instance would be impersonating family members. Now, we're all familiar with the grandma scam or even romance scams, but again, potentially a cyber criminal could do a little bit of research on you based on the information they're able to find on Google and social media, and can create scams or have Chatbot GPT create scams that are definitely targeted to you, that will come up with queries that, I guess, mimic you or another family member, or have the information fed to it that will allow it to give a response that will trick you. So again, another method of phishing, but having a service like ChatGPT can potentially have cyber criminals create complex cyber attacks against you personally. Pretty scary, huh? Well, the other thing that kind of makes it worse is that ChatGPT can be used to create malware and ransomware, which is a major threat. Now, if a cyber criminal were able to feed code from a ransomware attack on top of the normal dialogue that is designed to get you to trick or to click on an actual phishing threat that comes in, can be devastating, because not only are you feeding into something that looks familiar and looks safe and secure based on how the content that ChatGPT produces in order to trick you, but what if you were to have a conversation, so to speak, with ChatGPT in order to feed in lines of code that will help make better methods of malware or even ransomware? Ransomware that is not only designed to lock up your devices, but to use an encryption key that is virtually unbreakable, because that's how cyber criminals use ransomware, but also create a ransomware code that is virtually unbreakable. And it would build on other pieces of ransomware as well. So that is a pretty scary thing. So what can you do to stay safe from a lot of these Chat GPT attacks? Well, one of the things that you should know is that, again, even though it's an AI system, it's not perfect. So sometimes people will put queries into Chat GPT because it's still in beta mode. I love that. It's out for the public to test in order to make better. But it's not perfect, so that's a good concern. But there are things that you can do as a end user to make yourself safe from some of these Chat GPT attacks. So number one would be to be careful what you're sharing online. That is kind of tough because, no, not really. I'm not gonna lie. Just don't share important stuff. Make sure you're aware of what information that you're posting online, such as addresses and phone numbers and credit card informations. Don't share it, because it's not that personal information is going to be shared and Chat GPT is going to come after you. It's a cyber criminal can use that bits of information to find out a little bit about you and how to more effectively attack you with a personalized cyber threat, which we're seeing more and more of. Next would be to consider that Chat GPT can be used for social media chat scams. So again, be careful with that information that you're sharing on Chat GPT, because if you are sharing too much information on social media, then it's a good possibility that through your messenger service that criminals can contact you, and they won't even have to, well, they would probably still have to steal and spoof social media accounts, but the interactions that will come through on Messenger when you have a friend message you can become more personalized and will make you more likely to click on that link. So not only don't share personal details on websites, but don't share personal details on social media, because ChatGPT can definitely be used on both the internet and email and social media as far as phishing schemes. Next is to adopt the practice of not using passwords. A ChatGPT discussion could help a criminal figure out what your password is based on what you're sharing on social media. So if you're using passphrases instead of passwords, you can definitely keep a little bit safer from some of those cyber threats that are being created in ChatGPT. Now, two factor authentication is important when it comes to all of your online accounts, but if you enable them, it definitely means that you've got two forms of protection against cyber attacks. Meaning that if a criminal were to be able to figure out your information using ChatGPT, then if you're using passphrases, which are unrelated to the stuff that you're normally sharing online, then you can keep safe from some of these attacks. Another form of AI we don't think about are our smart devices. So you definitely need to be aware of the AI that's built in to your smart devices. Not necessarily a ChatGPT attack, but again, you have to take a step back and think about all of the areas of bots and AI that could definitely compromise your information. When you're sharing information to yourself and you have a smart device beside you, then you definitely are putting yourself at risk, because a criminal can definitely figure out what your online account is for your Google or Amazon account and get in and see some of the dialogue that you are sharing with your smart devices in your smart home. So beware of AI in all forms in your person or on your person to ensure that you can stay safe from a lot of these AI generated cyber attacks. And with that said, if you've got comments or questions about ChatGPT or cyber attacks, leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear from you to find out what you think about ChatGPT and what you can do to kind of keep yourself safe. Now, if you are watching this video, no matter how, be sure to comment, like the video, and share it with your friends who may have questions about ChatGPT and other stuff out there. So my goal with my videos is to create a world, or open you up to a world of ideas and experiences that will help you get more from your tech and achieve your dreams and goals. I love technology, and I've read all the manuals, and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.